Hello and welcome to the Arboretum channel. Today we'll be talking about DIY pressure chamber. You may ask yourself why anyone would need something like that at home, but I have an answer for you. When I started 3D printing journey, I started with designing, printing and testing underwater torches. And as you don't scuba dive daily, you don't have opportunities to really test under pressure your designs. So I decided to build my own DIY pressure chamber to test what I was designing and printing. And basically, if you want to simulate a dive, you just need some pressure above the surface of the water. And according to physics laws, you will effectively get the pressure into the water and it will be equivalent to going to a given depth. Every 10 meters of water is an equivalent of one extra bar of pressure. So if you pressurize this tank to, let's say, 10 bars, it would be like 100 meters deep. So what you can see here is my small homemade pressure chamber. It is not a super huge thing, but it does what it's designed to. And it is just a filter housing, 10 inches filter housing that you can buy in any store. Here you have a valve, a tank valve that is a Schrader valve, so similar to what you have in your car or in your bicycle, that you can pump the air using the regular bike pump. And here you have the gauge, which is just a very simple, typical gauge, and everything is just screwed. You just need to screw it in together and make it firm and airtight, of course, right? And inside I have a little PET bottle, and we will be getting some air in, and we'll see what will happen. And as you can probably guess what is going to happen, but we will see it on our own eyes. So we need a bike pump, and as you can see, I'm attaching it to the valve. And the stronger pump you can get, the more air you can do, the higher pressure you can get. This is a road bike pump, so it can go up to 10 or even 12 bars. I don't remember the PSI number. And here you can see the gauge, and I start to push the air inside, and you see what is happening to the bottle. I'm torturing it really heavily, and these are only 2 bars, so it's equivalent to 20 meter underwater. So if you would be scuba diving with this bottle, and now it's 3 bars, so it's like 30 meters. This is what would happen to the bottle. And we are now at 4 bars, which is equivalent to 40 meters. And we will see if it will get back to the original shape once we let the air out. And I'm going farther and a bit farther, and yeah, we are close to 6. Yeah, it's now 6. 6 bars, so equivalent to 60 meters underwater. And you can take the pump connector out, and the pressure is still there, and you can see this poor bottle looks like a disaster. And now we will let the air out of the chamber, and hopefully the bottle will get back to its original shape, because the air inside the bottle will actually decompress. And you can see the air is going out. I cut the original sound because there were too much other noise, but you can see that the bottle is growing back. So that was what we wanted to achieve. And yeah, it's now 0. We can open the chamber, take the bottle out, and see if it still is what it used to be. You just unscrew this, take it out, and yeah, it looks pretty okay. And now something more practical, some movie magic, and we have the tank filled to the half with water, And we have this tiny 3D printed box full of some heavy crap to make it drown, plus an O-ring to seal it. And we'll just close it now tightly, drop it into the water and check if it is watertight if we go deep. Because it is all watertight under regular pressure, so you can use it in the swimming pool, but we want to make really a stress test of it. So we just close the chamber and we will start pumping. You will notice that the pressure goes up faster because we are only increasing the pressure, pumping the air effectively in the upper part, because the water is not squeezable, right? Only the air is, as gas, not liquid. So as you can see now that the needle moves way faster than before because we are just filling half of the volume, and you don't see anything practical happening, right? Because even if the water is getting inside, then no air is getting outside. So we'll just need to check what happens afterwards. And I pushed it to the limit really, because you can see that 8 bars was reached, so equivalent of 80 meters dive. We can take it out. Yeah, nothing happens. So we will now let the air out of it, and we'll see if any bubbles will be coming of it. Probably not, but maybe yes, we shall see. We can wait a while, maybe not a minute, but just a moment, so there's enough time. If there are any holes between layers, the water will get through and get into the container. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll cut it because it's boring. So yeah, it's hard to press this valve without something, so I'll take an Allen key just as a pin to let the air out. Yeah, here it is. And yeah, you see some mist as the pressure goes down and the water is evaporating. 2, 1, and 0. So now we have equalized. It's again the atmospheric pressure, and no bubbles coming out of the box, so it definitely didn't break or anything. But we'll see if it was really 100% sealed. Yeah, I will need some cloth probably, because it's all wet, and we need to figure out if it worked or not. We need to dry it out. Yeah, and yeah, it's dry enough, and let's open it. And yeah, we heard some hiss, so there was some pressure inside, which means that probably some water got into it. And yeah, it is a bit wet, so it's not soaked, it's not full of water, but few drops got in. So I would say that for an 80-meter scuba dive, it's a pretty good, decent result. Yeah, so that's it. You can do it for testing diving equipment. E.g., you can test your scuba computer and see how it behaves underwater. And you can do some experiments, because there are things that you might be curious what happens to them when you scuba dive and take them deep into the sea, like an egg. And actually, we did, with my son, we did an experiment with scuba diving with an egg in this device. So we'll have a video on that probably shortly. Okay, thanks for watching and take care. Bye bye.